If I had to begin again with nothing except my voice, I would still be rich because speech itself is a kind of treasure. I would not fear an empty beginning. I would not bow to the absence of money, influence, or positions. I would not search outside myself for security. I would look inward because I know what many people never discover. Your voice, when joined with truth, becomes your vault, your credit, your doorway to endless provision. Wealth does not truly come from a job, a market, or a person who signs checks. It rises from declaration. A holy word spoken in faith unlocks the storehouses of heaven. I would speak the wisdom the soul already remembers, though the world often forgets. Words are real substance. Spirit produces substance, and the unseen world is heavier and more solid than gold or silver. I would stand in emptiness and fill it with spoken truth. I would recognize silence and shape it into prosperity, because I am not a beggar begging life. I am not a borrower of fortune. I am a channel of supply, and my speech would build homes, draw money, attract favor, expand resources, and fill barns. Even if I had nothing but my voice, I would still hold wealth, for the spoken word is riches. The decree is the doorway. I would move through life not in fear, but with inner authority. Understand this well. Riches are not the result of endless work, long hours, or clever plans. They rise from divine law, the law of limitless prosperity that says all supply begins in spirit and every physical blessing starts in consciousness. Outer conditions do not make you wealthy. Inner alignment does. Whatever is impressed on your subconscious must appear in your world. Most people stay in lack not because God ignores them, but because their words deny His presence. They speak shortage, honor delay, bow to fear, but the law of prosperity does not pay attention to appearances. It does not check your account balance, your client numbers, or the market's feelings. It asks one thing: what are you claiming? What vision are you holding? What reality are you declaring? The word forms the mold. Supply flows like melted gold into that mold. Let the weak say they are strong. This is not emotional comfort, it is spiritual truth. Even when hands shake, doors close, and accounts fall to zero, you must say, I am strong, I am prosperous. Divine supply does not stall. You speak spiritual truth, not what your senses report. Your voice becomes the tool that lifts the heavy weight of the world off your shoulders. Financial restarts are almost never about money. They are spiritual. Wealth built on unstable ground collapses because people hustle without declaring. They try to earn what should be spoken into existence. When loss appears, they think defeat is real. But what was never spiritually yours cannot be taken from you. What belongs to you by divine promise must return. Start again, not with plans, but with consciousness. Begin with words, destroy doubt, build certainty. Begin again, not by struggle or logic, but by declaration. The wall to millions has never been physical. It was hesitation, silence, pleading instead of commanding. Break it, speak, agree with the law, declare that supply is eternal, invisible, and now ready to appear. Speak until your world responds. Speak authority, not effort. You must claim wealth out loud, accepting the unseen as real with a steady voice aware of its power. Many wait to see money before they feel secure. They wait to receive before they give thanks. They wait for opportunities before they declare them open. Divine law does not follow human timing. It moves when you move in faith. You speak before evidence appears, as if the world already obeys. This is the secret of abundance, not ambition or worry or strategy, but firm words, repeated with faith, filled with spiritual energy, believed without resistance. The world does not need to be convinced. Your subconscious does. Once the subconscious accepts, it arranges events, aligns circumstances, brings the right people, fills the accounts, and positions you perfectly to receive what you have called forth. Declare now, I draw divine wealth, and nothing can stop it. Speak boldly. Let your voice be your staff, your tool, your nourishment. Repeat morning, noon, and night. Let your declarations melt fear, remove limits, and rebuild your inner system. Expect without doubt. Smile at lack. Walk with the awareness that heaven's treasury responds to your voice. This is not fantasy. This is law. It is precision, not emotion, that guides it. Stop repeating scarcity. Speak abundance. Claim your inheritance. Every minute you delay your word, you reinforce a lie. Speak truth. Stand in invisible riches. The world will adjust. Speak until the words become part of you. Silence the inner conflict, the memories, and the old defeats that argue against your declaration. This noise must be replaced. Your inner world is like a radio dial. You tune it to abundance by clearing the static of past losses, fears, and beliefs that were never correct. Belief comes before manifestation. Words come before proof. You are not asking for riches. You are commanding them. Set your inner frequency. Remove the static. Let your spoken word take on form. Outer life mirrors inner decree. The old self, anxious and analytical, dissolves. The new self speaks with calm power and deep knowing. Quiet the noise. Let Spirit speak through you with certainty. You are the vessel. Divine supply flows through every aligned part of you. Speak until your words become stillness, music, and identity. Poverty is an illusion passed down through speech. Repeated again and again, it is not divine, it is a human mistake. You are not trapped by conditions, employment, or age. You are free to speak a new reality. Even one sentence can override generations of lack. God is my unfailing source, and large sums of money come to me now under grace in perfect ways. Speak this and heavy chains fall. The mind resets. Prosperity begins to flow. Do not speak shortage. Do not rehearse struggle. Every sentence of lack rebuilds a wall you are trying to tear down. Speak courage even when doubt whispers. Repetition and faith rebuild your inner structure. The law of substitution says two opposite truths cannot stay in the same mind. Richness and lack, fear and faith cannot share the same room. Replace the old with the true. Speak until the new belief becomes stronger than the old habit. Light removes darkness instantly. Truth clears scarcity the moment it is spoken without fear. That single sentence becomes a spiritual explosion, a release of freedom. You are not trying to persuade God. You are building belief inside yourself. Once the subconscious accepts, outer results must follow. Participation, not perfection, activates the law. Declare your worthiness. Replace old stories with divine truth. Say it fully. God is my unfailing supply, and large sums of money come to me now under grace in perfect ways. The old patterns of fear and limitation dissolve. You align with the flow of provision. Speech connects spirit and form. Before anything physical existed, there was the Word. Before shapes appeared, there was declaration. Creation obeyed divine speech. Let there be light, and light appeared. That same creative force resides in you. Speak before you see. Command before the door opens. Act before the outer world shows signs. The tongue is not only for expression. It is the lever that pulls invisible supply into visible reality. Mastery starts with the spoken word. Faith is action through speech. Expectation is the mold into which Spirit pours. Expectation is not hope. It is the certainty that your word has authority. Your words design the channels. Your inner alignment directs the flow. Say it even when evidence is missing. Say it when your emotions argue. Say it before you feel ready. Your words do the work before the world catches up. Those who walk in spiritual authority speak in empty spaces. They call the invisible real, and they claim riches before numbers confirm it. Courage, not reluctance, is the key. Faith speaks. Words act. Your speech must move before your life shifts. You cannot wait for confidence to be perfect. You speak until confidence is built. And what do you declare? Everything I speak in faith appears in my life. Say it not as a wish or a gentle hope, but as a command from someone who knows words do not return empty. Speak until each sentence feels like a stone laid into the foundation of your life. Speak until you sense substance forming in the unseen. Offer your words as you walk, as you work, as you rest. Speak while fear circles like animals. Speak louder than the mind's growl. Fear survives in silence but flees from spoken authority. Faith is not soft. Faith is bold. Faith declares, and what it declares becomes real. When you say, large sums of money come to me now under grace in perfect ways, you are not inventing anything. You are drawing out what already exists in the invisible. You are calling the unseen into the visible by divine law. Speak without begging, without waiting, without doubting, until your reality shifts, your identity strengthens, and your inner world overflows. Then you will not chase your provision. It will locate you. Your words will be your signature. Your declarations will be your treasure. Speak before it appears. Walk as if it is complete. Let your voice and your vision become one. Speak continually, because this is not magic, it is law, and law does not fail. Now the deeper work begins, removing old beliefs, rebuilding your mind with divine abundance. Even while you declare boldly, traces of old scarcity may echo. Old thoughts that wealth is rare, difficult, or dangerous may rise. These are not just thoughts. They are images, and images shape reality. They affect behavior, expectation, vibration, and results. So the spoken word must sink deeply until each limiting image is replaced with a divine one. Your inner vision must shift from effort to overflow. See your wealth already stored in the invisible, waiting to appear by law instead of labor. See supply gathering like clouds, ready to rain when called. You are no longer someone who chases. You are someone who calls forth with calm authority. The worried, struggling self must fade because fear interrupts creation. Fear breaks the bridge between word and manifestation. But when you hold the picture of abundance, guard it, speak it, and allow the law to work, then the bridge forms, the current flows, and your world rearranges itself. This is law, not illusion. Your visible world is the reflection of your subconscious, made physical by the steady force of your spoken word. Speak with purpose. Speak with understanding. Speak until your world mirrors your voice. Begin with vision and with words. See your needs met with ease, bills cleared, desires fulfilled with grace and extra. Speak it out. Everything I speak in faith comes into reality. Let this truth rest heavily in your soul. Let it silence doubt and complaints before they even appear. Take it in deeply until disbelief has no place left to stay. This is real mind renewal. The moment you stop questioning, the moment you stop doubting, it has already happened in the unseen. Walk toward the visible evidence of what your mouth has spoken. Speak the picture you desire and ignore delays or appearances that say otherwise. Align yourself, because alignment always comes before arrival. Divine supply comes from the source, not from people, performance, or situations. You do not earn this. You receive it. You align, you declare, and the unseen responds. The source never fails. Yet many misunderstand this law because guilt, fear, and old beliefs have covered it. Many behave as if God holds things back. That is not true. Supply is endless. The only blockage is in the channel, your doubt, your fear, or your silence. Speak truth, repeat truth, override fear, and the vault opens. The law says declare, and it flows. Prove it by speaking with boldness. Walk as if abundance has already arrived for you. The delay is never divine. It is disbelief. Your words release the flow. Say it. Every dollar I need now comes by divine law. Speak it again and again until it becomes more than a phrase, until it becomes a certainty moving in your bones. Say it to claim, not to beg. Say it with open hands like someone who is already in agreement with the source. When fear tries to make you look at lack, say it louder, pushing away scarcity and strengthening the invisible. Speak in the present because supply is now. Repetition reshapes thinking, dissolves worry patterns, and builds a rhythm that calls, receives, and manifests. Change your concept of yourself. Scarcity has been your hidden mask. It must fall. Say, I now spend, receive, and give as a carrier of divine wealth. Wear that identity like authority. Every action becomes worship, movement, circulation, and affirmation. Remove guilt, the destroyer of abundance. Do not shrink back. Do not apologize for overflow. Divine substance has no limit. Money is a servant guided by law, not a threat to run after. Speak until your whole system accepts this as truth. Dominion is not struggle. It is posture, tone, and steady authority. Speak as one who already owns. Law responds. You are not meant to scrape by, but to show alignment with heaven's supply. Your wealth follows your voice, not your effort. Command it, do not beg. Declare it, do not wish. Speak, and the world shifts. This is how wealth becomes real, through repeated declaration, saturating your mind, changing your atmosphere, and transforming your life through divine law. You were never created to hoard, fear, or apologize for overflow. You were created to carry glory, and divine wealth is one expression of that glory. Speak it, live it, let it move through you with joy. Delay is never from heaven. Delay rises from disbelief. Timing is law, not human waiting. When your consciousness fully aligns, the unseen becomes seen. Speak, declare, and watch delay break. Speak until your inner world, outer world, and unseen world move as one. Many misunderstand divine timing because they think silence means absence and assume precision means delay. They imagine God is slowing things down when the truth is the pause lives in their voice, doubt, and hesitation. They stop the flow with words like maybe, someday, hopefully, or I'll try. Divine timing is not stalling. It is the exact moment the unseen can appear because your words carry no resistance. The gears of the universe do not move slowly because God is late. They move into place when your vibration lines up with what you have spoken. That vibration comes from words, repetition, consistency, and steady declaration. When you say, it comes now, it is mine now, I walk in it now, and speak like someone who commands, not hopes, the process speeds up. Doors open without being touched. People shift into place. Delays that once felt impossible disappear instantly. Manifestation happens because truth has been spoken, because your inner world no longer resists. Divine timing is not passive. It is exact, sacred, and perfect. Before you even pray, the provision is prepared. The path is designed before desire forms. But nothing will show up physically until your full agreement is given, until you stop doubting, until every idea of not yet is cleared out of your consciousness. Stop calling delay divine. Stop treating waiting like a requirement. Stop confusing hesitation with God's timing. Divine timing matches the level of your faith. Speak now, believe now, expect now. The answer is ready and waiting for the moment your word matches its frequency. Say, what is mine cannot be late. It comes to me now under grace. Say it when people tell you it is not your time. Say it when the door looks locked. Say it when logic insists success must be slow. Say it louder than fear, doubt, and the voice of your past. Law does not follow calendars. God does not need schedules. Supply exists in the eternal now, ready to be claimed, not earned, not begged for. To claim it, you do not force anything. You align your consciousness and declare, it is here, it is now, it is mine. This is not fantasy. This is dominion. This is design. Every repetition removes the lie of delay. Delay lives only in thought, vibration, and hesitant words. Speak now, and the current begins to rush. Years turn into weeks. Far visions appear suddenly. Manifestation comes from speaking in the tense of spirit, not from waiting. Speak until you stop checking clocks and calendars. Teach yourself that divine order moves by truth, not time. Let every breath, step, and sentence carry certainty. Delay was never divine. Delay is disbelief wearing a mask. Visualize your good arriving. Move through the day expecting it. Make choices like someone already provided for. And when old waiting patterns return, declare again, my divine timing is now. The door opens now. The blessing arrives now. I do not wait, I receive. The flow begins again. Truth never hesitates. Truth moves with your word. Money functions the same way. Money is a servant, not a ruler. It listens to the voice with authority. It follows aligned energy. It answers clarity, not fear. If you do not command it, it wanders. If you speak fear, it mirrors fear. If you speak doubt, it mirrors doubt. Money responds to authority, presence, and faith. Faith speaks first. Faith commands. Faith does not beg, it declares. Say, I am the voice that money follows. I command it with faith. I receive it without fear. That sentence reshapes your atmosphere. It shifts your entire environment. The law of command never breaks. Creation responds to clear decree. How many times have you whispered when you should have declared, asked when you should have commanded, described when you should have defined? The law does not respond to emotion. It responds to alignment. Desperation does not move creation. Dominion does. If you hesitate to speak, you slow yourself. Speak boldly, give your order. Stop negotiating with the unseen. It responds to clarity, not confusion. Say, I now command riches to serve divine purpose through me, not tomorrow, not when others approve, now. Fortune is not late. Fortune responds to faith instantly. Rise in your words every day. Let your words vibrate in your breath, your chest, and your stride. Speak before evidence shows up. Speak until old fear leaves your system. Speak until your body feels calm and certain. Speak until wealth is not intimidating but obedient. Say it again. I now command riches to serve divine purpose through me. Each repetition forms a new pattern inside you, removing guilt and hesitation, aligning you with abundance. Your body learns peace and overflow. Your heart learns that provision is sacred. Your atmosphere learns to carry wealth as naturally as oxygen. This is the shift from fearing riches to holding riches. Speak until your identity matches your declaration. A millionaire is not built by stress. A millionaire is called by word. Identity is spoken into being. Say, I am the wealth of God made visible. This is not symbolic. This is law. Your word wakes up the inner millionaire that existed before you doubted or hesitated. Speak and law moves. Speak and the universe organizes. Speak and your life reshapes. Stop chasing. Stop hoping. Stop explaining. Speak, command, declare. Your voice is your tool. Your word is your instrument. Speak, shape, receive. Now reprogram your subconscious. Say, God is my instant, constant, bright supply. Large amounts of money come to me now under grace. I give, receive, and spend as a carrier of divine wealth. I am untouched by fear, delay, and illusion. I do not chase money, I reveal it. I am the wealth of God made visible. I speak and it becomes real. Speak until your breath, steps, thoughts, and presence shine with abundance. Speak until fear and doubt melt. Speak until wealth feels natural. Speak until your world bends to your voice. Speak and the millionaire within rises. Speak and manifestation obeys. Speak and abundance becomes your life.